I ain't never been here before. Trying to.
He's a party.
I forget for it. I
he doesn't.
No, but
he always.
he's like usually big into like I forget. Almost I bring everything with me first time. I have also this one here. I forget it.
Hey man, thank you. I appreciate
I
it.
swear.
Cool, cool.
You ever been with a girl like me? You can't handle a girl like me. You'll just put me on a pedestal, use my name to make them look good inside. Cause I'm more than just a trophy. I got a lot of good things going for me, right? Said I want to fall in love, but not that type of guy. You gotta love me for me. Tell me what you see when you look at me. She makes you all you can be. She loves you all that I could. Always knew that you would go and find something better.
Building the brand, the logo, the name, like what should they be thinking about in the beginning when they're trying to connect the dots?
I think before you do anything, you need to have a mission statement, just to know who you are, what do you plan to contribute to the world in having that brand.
I started when I was 19, so there was no thought or outline. I was just like, I want to do this and I'm gonna make it happen. But I do agree, you do need a thought and outline. You know, my other brands, I recommended pushing that for sure. Definitely get stuff on the wall. Like if you got to see it, like, you know what I'm saying? If you don't see it, you can throw it in your notes all day, but you got to see the stuff to make it happen. And I also just believe like, you got to be willing to fail. Like you really got to be willing to fail. Like, and if you can't put that on the line, then it's not for you.
A little bit. I'm an overthinker and overanalyzer, and I think the thing that my flyer, if you will, said is don't nitpick your dreams, because so often we get caught up on the goal, the mission, the statement, and we're like, oh my God, this has to be in place, and then I need this, and you get caught up on this perfection, right? And sometimes perfection can create procrastination that can be paralyzing.
Get your ass up. Just get up. Like you think about stuff too much, like, oh, I want to do this, I gotta do that. Get up. You can't get to the end unless you start. Like you can't expect to fail unless you start it. So just literally just roll out of bed and get your ass up.
Charles, can you explain what brand identity is when it comes to building your brand and how you come about creating a brand identity?
It really just depends. So for me, what I tell people is figure out what you really want to do. For me, I did so many different things before I actually knew what my calling was. It was just identifying actually what I wanted to do. So I prayed, I asked the Lord to just give it in yourself, but you need a higher power to getting rid of money just to do what I wanted to do. But some down and pray. If you're religious, if you believe in the trees,
I'm a firm believer that God's dreams for you are so much bigger than your own. I never wanted to be on air, and somehow, some way, because of God, I ended up on air, and didn't even think I was all that great. And then somebody was like, "Oh, but you are now nominated for an Emmy," and I was like, "What? Okay, I might be actually good at this." But had I not been open to the opportunities that were coming at me, I wouldn't be in that position. Had I just been like, "Nope."
I started Polite Society when I was 17 years old. I'm 22 years old now. I took a seat back and realized what my passions were and what was driving me for that business to actually open up Beauty Strike, which me growing up in a Mary Kay household, my mom sold Mary Kay. She's Pink Cadillac director, featured in magazines, Marie Claire, Essence, and I was like, you know what? I wanted to work with the company, but instead I'm gonna actually make my own. And with me doing that, I opened Beauty Strike 2 months ago, and I'm already opening a retail location in October. So when you really stick with something, I've worked for Maybelline, the company, and I literally was the person that was like training the girls in stores, telling them, hey, this is what the product is made for, this is what it's gonna do. And when I like take a seat back and actually like read the product names and read it from an esthetician's point of view, I was like, this can cause cancer one day. Like, you know, and cancer is really, it's been happening more because of the food and the cosmetics, and it was really for me, but I know that my story could help other people because I'm too young to be losing hair because of a beauty product. I'm too young to be like getting affected because of these products that I'm wearing every day. So yeah, and it helps people connect to your business more because it's coming from an emotional point. And it's not like, oh, you're just trying to sell me something.
Trying to be a media personality, whether you're trying to be a rapper, a singer, or whatever, what makes you so different, so significant than the next person next to you? So a lot of these people that I see that have failed out here in the industry, it's because they don't set themselves apart. They're doing what everyone else is doing because it's hot at the moment. That's why, you know, I'm in digital media, and I tell this to everyone that I meet, don't worry about social media followers. It does not mean a thing. It means the numbers are nice, the engagements are nice, but how is that going to help you build you? If digital media was to go away tomorrow, it's so internet-based, if internet was gone, would they still remember you? So think about it. Honestly, do guerrilla marketing. Go into the streets, meet the people, go into the community, talk to them, be face to face. We're so into this every day on the phone, looking, check in, what's happening, what's hot. We forget that we actually have to go out and be humans and communicate with people.
I had about.
Were you in the middle of Times Square with,
with
the truck? That was you?
Wow.
So, okay.
That got over 10 million views, and like I'm trying to tell people, like, you really gotta leave your stain on the game. That's the whole thing. Make yourself stand out. You're like, it's crazy. Oh, that's wild. Okay, that gotta be David stuff, because it's that crazy. No one else is doing that. So you gotta leave your stain on the game.
Like you can fake it all day, but like the realness of who you are, that comes through. And also, if social media did disappear today, a lot of careers would disappear because a lot of people are just images and their facade. But it's like, who are you? And that goes back to being real.
Yeah, I've had one of my companies for 7 years. I've had the other for 4. I'm still there. I'm still doing the same stuff but making it better. So you just gotta really just let them know, like, you're not here to play around. And you really gotta just, with dope content, you gotta keep coming, keep new shoots, bounce around, work with other professionals, not just Instagram stars, like work with other professionals who are good at what they do.
Twitter analytics, that'll break down, the answers are right there in front of you. It'll break down who, where, what, everything that everyone's looking at your account. Different cities, different ages, how much they make, what they're into. It's all there for you. And Instagram too. Iconosquare is another good one. If you guys want to jot that down, that's for Instagram. It'll break down when people are looking you up, what time to post to get more engagement. More engagement equals more money for brands to come and work with you. Facebook has great analytics as well. It breaks down age, country, everything.
It's good for beauty, but Twitter, that's where beauty thrives, lives, built, create, like, it can live or die on Twitter. And I built Beauty Strike on Twitter with my analytics.
I got some great collabs by just sending DMs like, what's good? I got this brand, I'm from Queens, but like that doesn't work anymore. At this point, like I think building building a deck in a PDF that explains everything that you do and have to offer, and that everything that they can benefit from you is literally, that's all you need, and explaining where you're gonna get to. And from that, they'll take it like, okay, I like your idea, I like what you proposed, and let's do it. But yeah, I mean, you can also send that DM too sometimes. But
well, it was real simple. What is a deck? Well, that's one question. I got a couple.
Okay, does anyone want to tackle what is a deck?
All right, so basically, you put together a PDF of who you are. So, what's your name again?
Javari.
That's kind of hard to pronounce. But, alright, so I'm like, my name is Javari, like, and then you tell your whole information about yourself, and then next page, what you have to offer. Who are you? Like, more in depth, like, what have you done before? It's kind of like a resume, but a much better version, and a graphic version as well.
That is very visual.
Yeah, it's very visual.
Yes, okay, they're flipping through it like it's a book. Verse, again, it's who you are, it's concise, it's to the point. Imagine if they get 20 of these, it's just more of a visual resume, but not the make it look good, sell yourself on a piece of paper.
From behind the screen, I don't really think they could feel who you are and feel like what you have to offer. So like it's pulling up on somebody better, or should you still kind of like do the whole traditional that in one sheet?
You need both, but it's very important. I've said it before, guerrilla marketing, you gotta go out and show them who you are. They'll only know so much over email and what they see on your social media or your resume, right? But once you present yourself in person, they can feel you, you're more tangible, your personality, they can sense who you are.
It's very difficult, that's why I do recommend the deck these days, because people just be on the move. But if you do get in front of these people, you gotta make them want you, Post. But like, you gotta really make them want you. Like, all right, what do I have to offer? Like, I'm the guy who did this. Remember that? That was crazy. I did that. You want to do that for your company? If I want Javari on my team, he gotta be an asset. You gotta be able to make my job easier. Like, I want to be able to do less work if I'm gonna have you around. You get what I'm saying?
Basically, you want to level up, but you don't know where to start at, right? And you want brands and other people to collab with you, but you don't know how to bridge the gap, right? Number one, I would say, do things on your own. Start doing your own events, start collabing with people in the neighborhood, in the area.
I mean, it was everything. I had to go through every struggle God put me through to get there. Like, went from New York, moved to LA, went homeless, sold my sneakers. Like, that meant a lot to me at that time. I sold my whole sneaker collection, went broke, and on the edge of going broke, big, it just happened. My brand blew up.
Maybe you a millionaire dude?
Huh? Oh. Anyway, I didn't need no investor. It's just timing. You just really gotta wait. Your timing is coming.
Yeah, I've had an LLC since I was 17. Like, you don't know these things unless you read. Like, you literally have to sit in Barnes and Nobles and just read books about starting a company, starting a business credit, because especially as people of color, they don't really like, this thing isn't really taught at home. Like, we're not taught how to manage our credit, our finances, so we are able to do these things. Because a lot of things that entrepreneurs do is based out of our pockets. Like, we spend this money. It's not other people investing in us. Yeah. And you have to be willing to make that risk to get that reward.
I think you're doing it now just by you being.
Have you started? What are the pros and cons? Like, I want to do it. I really want to push the button and like submit, but like I don't.
Opening a LLC enabled me later down the line to open business credit cards, get loans for my business, secure my credit, because it's not me. You know, it's the business. The business has to have accountability.
So what are your 3 keys to success?
Ooh, damn. A plan. Because a dream is just a dream without a plan. A lot of us have dreams, but we don't actually put them into motion. So really figure out how you're going to attain that dream and get to that goal step by step. Have a great support team around you. That's very important. Believe in yourself. Have faith. A lot of us give up because we don't think we're gonna make it. Like I said, I know I sound very repetitive about not giving up, but I'm a big believer in that. I grew up in a Church Avenue in Brooklyn. Anyone that's from Brooklyn, bad neighborhood, didn't have much, poverty. And to get to that, and also be an Asian woman on top of that, to get to where I'm at now, have a New York radio show in a big market like that, and doing other things I'm doing, it's because I believed in myself. So plant that in your mind. Do not think negative thoughts. Once you start believing negative thoughts, they start manifesting. So you gotta believe in positive things, believe it's going to happen, and then you'll see, slowly think doors will start opening for you, opportunities will start coming in for you. And when you see them, take them. People wanna work for money nowadays. Opportunity doesn't come with dollar signs sometimes. The experience is the opportunity. So make sure if you see a great opportunity that you feel like it's going to lead you somewhere, take it. Don't just expect a check behind it. So I would say that's a 3.
Right.
And I love you, L'Oreal.
And the question is, what drives your love and passion, each of you guys?
Great question, man. I ain't gonna answer first. Who be that? I like being creative. Like, I've looked like this since I was 13. Someone said, you need to play football. I said, no, I don't. I'm creative. I like being creative. Never. Ever in my life. I'm not an athletic dude. I've always been creative. I was directing films when I was 16. Literally on a real films. I was on real film sets at 16. Skipping schools to go be a production assistant for Spike Lee film. I like being creative. That's what I always did. I was doing CGI stuff when I was really young. I started designing when I was 18. Like, I just like the freedom of being creative. Like, I'm free to do whatever I want. Whatever's in my mind is about to be on that paper or laptop. And I like that. So that's what drives me. Man, I better clap me now.
So literally every day I wake up, I think that my mom will not eat if I don't grind. So no matter how tired I am, no matter if I'm bored, no matter if I'm mad, no matter if I don't want to do something, no matter what it is, I think about my mom, my family, anyone around me, and it's up to me to help people under me. So for me, that's what drives me, just the people around me.
I've seen my mom literally touch women in ways that you couldn't have without the tool of Mary Kay. Now, me doing Beauty Strike and having a beauty brand, women will compliment, like, I love your makeup, like, I love your whole face, girl. Like, we met up with 6 different girls. We went out to eat. We wanted to come back to my place, so I started talking to them, and prior to us being there, I talked to them about my makeup brand. With my makeup brand, it led me into talking to them about life and talking to them about who they are, building them up as a woman, building them up as a person. Like, makeup is something that we wear, but the story behind the face is what I really want to hear. That's where I am, that's my story, and that's what I want to help women do. And see another woman be successful even though she's had these things happen in the past. That's who I want to be. That's who I want girls to look up to, say, like, I can do this no matter what age, no matter who helped me, no matter if I have family or not, friends or not. Like, I'm gonna do this because I have a goal in my mind. So that's what I'm doing it for. I'm doing it for other little girls who want to do something but don't know where to start.
It goes down to family. You know, my family came over here. I'm a first generation, so my parents came from Vietnam in 1980, escaping the Vietnam War. So they literally came to this country with not a dollar in their pocket. I feel like I'm the one struggling for them, so they don't have to go through it. So whatever you want to do, whatever they need later in life, I got them. I don't know how old you guys are, but for my kids in the future. And also for all the naysayers.
Like, I want to live my best life. I want to have fun. I don't want to have no regrets. I want to make sure that bucket list is checked off. I want to have fun at what I'm doing, getting paid to do it. I just want to live my best life.
You start developing other talents and so forth, and they always expect to say that it's good to have multiple streams of income. But how do you do that, attending to those needs of other people, but also keeping your brand on top?
So what I did for myself, I hired a lot of assistants and trained them as well as I would prepare, as I would perform my own brand, and they run it with me. Like, you know, we're a team. I'm not nobody, like, I'm a leader. Like, you know, we're all working together. I'm not dragging them and they working for me. We all working together. So I say get a very, very strong team and work with them.
So the business is Brooksy Creations. It's a family-owned business. The last name is Brooks, and Brooksy is, the first name is Yvette, and that's the Y. And so yeah, she personally handmade each one. And yeah, she made sure she called me and said, make sure you take pictures, because I didn't take any pictures before I sent them. So she would really, really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much for making these templates so awesome.
Like, there's no audio. What happened?
I wrote this for the plug. I wrote this for a hater that was foreign shit, check. Fashion shit, check. Cash and shit, check. Yeah. What is that?